Hi, I'm Abigail and I'm here with Nespresso to show you some of my favourite 2022 iced coffee recipes inspired by the tropical flavours of Brazil. I've gone for a mix of indulgent and fresh plant-based recipes perfect for cooling off in the sun this summer. Cheers! First up is the Mocha Smoothie Bowl, and we know how popular smoothie bowls are in Brazil, so I've come up with this delicious coffee and cacao powder recipe that blends up so lovely and thick that you can add all of your favourite toppings. First up, I'll make the Iced Ligeiro capsule, and we'll pop this in the blender. We'll add 2 frozen bananas, 1, 2, some chia seeds, 3 tablespoons, so 3 big spoonfuls, a pinch of cinnamon, and we'll also add our cacao powder to make that gorgeous mocha taste, and we'll blitz that up. That is looking so nice and thick, so we'll pour that in there. Using a spoon, we'll create a really lovely base, and then let's add our toppings. So for a bit of crunch, I'll add some granola, and I love coconut in my smoothie bowls, so we'll put a layer of that in. For some freshness, I have some raspberries, and also some blueberries for that really gorgeous summery vibe in the corner here. And then I have some mango, so this just adds such lovely colour as well to the smoothie bowl. And to top it off, some nut butter. Oh my goodness, that looks so amazing. And this is my mocha smoothie bowl, perfect for summer breakfast. This is my Nespresso Brazilian take on the classic affogato, but instead of using vanilla ice cream, I'll be using a dairy-free lemon sorbet, which will be such an interesting pairing to the brand new coffee, Liminha over ice. So this coffee has a natural mint and lime flavouring added to it. Let's get started. I'll add a few scoops of lemon sorbet to my glass. 1, 2, and then we'll brew our coffee over the top. This looks amazing. I'll have a taste. A spoonful of the sorbet with a bit of the coffee. Super refreshing. This would be perfect for a treat in the sun after lunch. You can't go wrong with a classic iced coffee. Let's make the iced oat macchiato with a caramel foam. Starting with the caramel foam, we're using the Barista device, adding around 100 ml of oat drink, and of course some caramel syrup. I'll use the espresso on ice macchiato function. While that's frothing, let's fill the cup with some ice, and we'll brew our Iced Ligeiro on top. Coffee and caramel foam are both done. The foam looks and smells amazing, and we'll pour that over the top of our coffee. Look at that. And there you go, so easy to make at home, the iced oat macchiato with a caramel foam. The night before you make this recipe, you need to first do the ice cubes. So what we do is we brew the tropical coconut over ice into a jug. Once we've left that to cool slightly, we'll carefully pour the coffee into the ice cube tray, so we have really cold coffee in the morning. Put that in the freezer. Using the frozen coffee cubes from last night, I'll pop them into my glass. And we'll add the oat drink to the Barista device. Using the cappuccino function, I'll froth up the milk. Our oat drink is done, and I've used a hot function so it melts the coffee ice cubes. And look at that. As the cubes start to melt, we've got a gorgeous coconut drink. I wanted to create a recipe inspired by Brazil's famous caipirinha. So here's one you can enjoy in the early evening outside for sundowners. This recipe makes 2 glasses of Liminha Refresher. First I'll start with the brown sugar in the glass. And then we'll brew our coffee over the top to dissolve the sugar. I'll give that a stir so the brown sugar dissolves, and I'll leave that there to cool while I crack on with the rest of the ingredients. We're going to pop some limes and some lemons into the glass, and I'll also add my ice. Perfect. And we'll add some soda water over the top for this beautiful, refreshing drink. And then in the shaker, I want to put the juice of half a lime, squeeze that in there, and the juice of half of a lemon. And then if you want, this is optional, but you can add some rum to make a little twist of this recipe. We'll add the rest of the ice, and we'll pour our coffee on top. So I'm using the Liminha over ice capsule, and this one's great because it has beautiful lime and mint note, which will just combine perfectly in this drink. Give it a shake. There we go. And we'll pour that over the soda water like that. Looks amazing. And then to finish the drink, I love using these rounds and cutting a little slit in them so it fits perfectly on the rim of the glass. Let me show you. Just like that. And then we'll finish it with a sprig of mint. And there you have it, the Liminha Refresher. Thank you so much for watching my Summer with Nespresso iced coffee masterclass. I hope you enjoyed. If you do make these recipes, don't forget to tag Nespresso in all of your creations.